What's up and welcome back. This is kind of part 2 of my no spend meal challenge. I posted one of those last Tuesday. I'll link it up here in the cards. You can also click the arrow and find it and go directly to it, and I'll pin it in a comment to make it really easy for you. Last week I did a total of 8 different recipes in that video, but that's not all I made. And I'm adding more in today to share with you just my pantry challenge clean out. I wanted to clean out some foods in my pantry, fridge and freezer that I really needed to use up, and I'm sharing these to hopefully motivate you to do the same, especially right before the holidays. Plus, the added bonus is I saved a lot of money because it's been a week and a half and I haven't gotten groceries. I haven't needed to. I've just been using things that we have on hand, and it's been really fun. And I personally love doing these types of challenges and sharing them with you. So let's go continue and see what I made to finish off my own personal pantry challenge.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all.
I try to always remind you that if you don't have all these ingredients on hand, hopefully they're easy ingredients you can pick up. If not, substitute for something else. You don't have to make the recipes exact. I don't ever make anything exact. So these pumpkin pie oats, you don't have to add the protein powder into if you don't want to. You could just add more oats. If you don't have canned pumpkin, because I know my friends, I believe in the UK, always tell me they don't have canned pumpkin, use cooked sweet potato. Just as good. I think canned pumpkin isn't actually pumpkin. I believe it's just squash. I read that somewhere. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just squash, not actual pumpkin. I don't know. I'm going to actually check the Libby's can next time I buy one, or the pumpkin. Anyways, I made overnight oats because it's a great way to use up things that I have on hand. In the last video that you saw, I said I didn't have any oats, but guess who had an entire container of oats hiding down at the bottom of her pantry? This girl right here. So I was super, super happy to see that we had more oats on hand and I didn't have to actually pick them up at the store. So I do a half a cup of oats, a quarter cup of pumpkin, 1 scoop of protein powder, and a half a cup of water per recycled glass container. You can use anything that you have on hand. If you don't want to use glass, you could use plastic. Mix them up. It's also really good if you add some maple syrup or agave, chocolate chips. I added a little bit of craisins and pecans that I had on hand. And that was it. And they are in my refrigerator ready to go. Can grab them before a workout, before breakfast. I always like to say that when I do these types of meals, sometimes I make things specifically for me and specifically for my husband because we do like different things. He'll eat whatever's on hand. He's not picky, but this isn't something that he's going to reach for. So it's a very small portion. It's a me portion, not a him portion. But I shared on Instagram one of the recipes that I made for this video. I made it yesterday for lunch and he devoured it. So I'm going to have to get that recipe up on my blog, but you'll find this recipe up there as well if you look in the description box and click the link.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial, 'cause you want dollar bills right now.
These burrito bowls are for inside of a tortilla. We had some on hand left over, and I thought this would be really easy for my husband to just kind of take to work. And the reason I put everything on the side is because then the tortilla doesn't get like mushy and gross. I don't have any gluten-free tortillas on hand, but I would definitely just eat this as is. It's a good portion for me. I've never made wild rice on the stovetop, so I kind of typed out the directions and put them on the screen. You can screenshot this. This exact recipe worked perfect for me. It's a little extra work than a jasmine rice or a brown rice, but I love the texture of wild rice. It's so chewy and it's so different, I feel like, than any other rice, so I highly recommend trying it out. Plus, it saves in the refrigerator really nice. As long as you cool it appropriately, you are good to go and you should be okay to have it on hand. Now, these meals themselves didn't last us more than a day or two because it was kind of like we were eating what we had on hand, so sometimes we would have the same thing for lunch as we did dinner just to use it up. Very simple wild rice. I had some peppers and onions that were in the freezer from a grocery haul, I think back in July or August, that did not get used. I was going to make a lentil hamburger helper with them and never used them. Black beans are always an essential. I feel like we always have canned or dry black beans on hand, but it's really nice to keep both. So that way, if I just want to grab a can of black beans and make a quick meal I can. Like I said, I put them into little containers, and then my husband could take a tortilla with him, and then it wouldn't get yucky, like soggy. And then he put all the ingredients in a tortilla. I should have captured a picture of it. He rolled it up, and then he toasted it on the stovetop in like a skillet, and it looks so good. I feel like flour tortillas and gluten-free tortillas are they're just not the same. Let me know down below if you eat gluten-free and you agree. Flour tortillas are just like light and fluffy and airy. And then the gluten-free ones, you're like, this is just a sad wannabe tortilla. No, they're okay. I have found some good ones recently. I do like the spinach ones from Mission Tortilla, but it was really nice to have this on hand. Like I said, I could just eat this as a bowl, and I could actually eat it with some chips if I wanted to. I did find a new blue corn tortilla chip that I really liked. And then here is the mushroom pad thai. My husband gobbled this up. I had a whole bunch of mushrooms on hand. Some of them were actually from the grocery haul I had a few weeks ago that really needed used up. And then some were ones that I found in the clearance spot of the grocery store also needing to be used up. And my husband loves mushrooms. He grew up eating so many mushrooms. I don't think I actually liked mushrooms until I met him, but he loves them. I mean, he would eat something with mushrooms at every single meal, and I thought, you know what? I have pad thai rice noodles. I think I can make a sauce that mimics a pad thai. It would be really good with mushrooms, so I made this for him specifically because it has peanut butter powder in it. I didn't have any peanut butter. I only had almond powder or almond butter. If you see the peanut butter powder that I use here, you can also usually find this in an almond version at our grocery store, but they didn't have any, so I haven't bought it in a long time. So I added some onions and veggie broth to my Dutch oven and let them cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, then added the mushrooms, a little bit more broth, and then put the lid on and let the water kind of cook out of the mushrooms. It took maybe about 4 minutes. Added more broth, added all my seasonings, and then cooked the noodles for about 8 minutes. And like I said, my husband devoured this. I shared it on Instagram, and so many people were like, I cannot wait for that recipe. So I'll make sure to type it out and leave a link for it for my blog so you guys can capture it. I have some work to do over there yet, so just hang tight. I will get to all the things that need done, the Pinteresting and everything. I'm not super technical when it comes to websites, so I'm doing my best, but at least you have a spot for everything. So this is the peanut butter powder that I was talking about. If you can't have peanut butter, or you want to cut down on the calories, but you want the flavor, highly recommend giving it a try. I can also link it down below from Amazon if you'd like. Brown mustard, just to kind of give it a hit of that vinegar taste. I thought would take some of the sweetness out because I'm using, I feel like, a few sweeter things. Obviously, sriracha is not sweet, but it hits it with that heat. If you don't like heat, leave this out. And then I did about a half cup of sweet chili sauce, and that was just phenomenal. My husband ate over half of this for lunch this day. And then he was like, can you make that again? And I was like, well, I can, but it's part of me using things up. So yeah, absolutely I can make it again, but now I'm off to the grocery store to buy more ingredients. This is a highly, highly recommended recipe to try, especially because it's getting kind of chilly out. And these pad thai noodles I always get from our Thrive Market boxes. I'm sure the grocery stores have them as well, but I don't know where they are in the grocery store, so I just get them from Thrive Market.
So let your guard down, and I said, see it in your mind, trust that have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too, if not says who, yeah, you can make it too.
Okay, so today's actually Halloween, but your girl is ready for Christmas. I can share with you some of my decor if you want, but I might save that for a Vlogmas video. But it's Halloween, both my husband and I have the day off work, and instead of going out to eat and spending money, I'm gonna make a Green Chef meal. These were just delivered to us and it actually works out perfect because technically I didn't spend any money to have this date day. It's already been spent. But also this portion of today's video is sponsored by Green Chef, and you know by now, if you've been following me for a long time, they are a huge part of our date nights because they actually save us a ton of money. Going out to eat is expensive, but having a nice healthy meal in your home that feels like a date, that's special, that's a restaurant quality is where it's at. So I'm gonna share with you this meal, and it's actually new to us. We've never had this meal before. My husband's been super into Thai food, like that pad Thai that I made in today's video. Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be so good too. Like, bring it on.
Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company, and they have options for every lifestyle. If you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, gluten-free, they have something for everyone. This fall, choose Green Chef to experience premium balanced meals that excite your palate and support your healthy lifestyle. Whether you're looking for a carb-conscious, gluten-free, plant-based, or calorie-conscious option, or maybe you just want to have a delicious, balanced meal, Green Chef has flavorful recipes that are sure to satisfy. Plus, their menu is expanding, and there are so many ways to try everything on it. Their new Extra Meals feature lets you add extra recipes to your weekly order with ease. No need to upgrade your plan size, just add what you've got a taste for in a single click and everything is selected and delivered right to your door. Which honestly, this is an amazing option for the holidays because if you just need a little extra food to get by between holidays, all you have to do is click a few extra meals from Green Chef and save yourself an additional trip to the grocery store. This soup we had this specific day, I highly recommend. If you see it on the menu, give it a try. It was so good. And the jasmine rice that was served alongside of it was super cozy and super filling. This one's a 10 out of 10.
I know I've told you all this before, but we love to keep the recipe cards of our favorite Green Chef meals and then try to recreate them at home. They're never quite as good, but it's really fun for inspiration to have on hand. And I highly encourage you, if you're looking for holiday gifts, try Green Chef to give, because who doesn't love food for a holiday gift? And you know, Green Chef hooked me up with a great discount for you all. Use my code Miranda599 to get $5.99 meals on your first box, plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com for more details. My kitchen is currently smelling amazing. My husband is finishing up his workout, and then we're gonna have a nice date lunch on this Halloween day, and I'm just excited to share this with you. Let me know down below, what did you guys do for Halloween? I know this video won't post till after Halloween, but I'm really curious. Do you have your Christmas decorations up? Are you a post-Thanksgiving after Black Friday Christmas decor person? Or are you like me, November 1st, you crank it all out? I started decorating yesterday, and we also got new Christmas jammies. I just had to share that picture. My husband's into Christmas, but you have to like slowly put him into Christmas. He's not like, you can't go from fall to Christmas, plus there's no snow here. He's a snow boy. But I was like, listen, last year when we moved into our home, it was a week before Christmas. I had no Christmas decor. I threw up my Christmas tree really quickly, and I just didn't have the same Christmas spirit. So I've basically been waiting since last January to get up my tree. So I'm gonna do Vlogmas this year, if I didn't already say, and I'll share more decor with you guys. I won't spoil it, just in case you are someone who likes to wait until later on in the month, but I won't spoil it, and I'll save it all for Vlogmas. So make sure you're subscribed, okay?
You had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now, and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and of course you're subscribed so you never miss a new video by me. I'll see you later this week in another video. Bye-bye.